let's get ready to go, Rose. Are you ready?
Nope.
Are you ready to rumble?
I'm ready to rumble. Let's go.
Did you press record? All right. Welcome to our weekly Arkarthas game. Well, that's just what it's called currently. Anyways, a small recap. Last session, the party got out of, well, the previous session, 2 sessions ago, the party got out of the dungeon. Last session, they did some shopping around town, went to a spa, had a really, really, really good meal after getting paid a decent amount of fundages. And now they are figuring out what they need to do to finish up in this area and possibly move on to a different location. Today we have our lovely group of players, and Rose, you can introduce your character first.
Hey there, I'm Lyrathil. I am a wild magic sorcerer that is a drow who's on a mission to go apparently save her mom and get her medicine. As a dutiful daughter should.
Even though she doesn't like her.
Yeah, I'm about to say that sounds like lies to me.
Even though her eye is twitching.
I said dutiful, not that she wants to, but she is dutiful.
She has decided this is the best course of action for some reason.
Don't know why, but
all right. Next, we will have Dash introduce himself, since he's not here.
Hey, everybody, my name's Dash. I'm playing my character Roswin, and his continued search for the destruction of a particular faction.
And that letter might have something to do with that.
Exactly.
All right, and last but not least for today, Tasha.
Hello, I'm Tasha. I'm playing the total barbarian Quar.
Also known as the Quarbarian.
Yes, who is currently chilling and exploring demigodhood.
There's some interesting stuff going with that. Yeah, there is.
Yes.
Yep.
You have discovered some interesting powers that you can occasionally activate. You're not sure 100% how to, but you've been figuring some things out.
Yes.
All right, so as I said, you guys are currently still at the spa.
I'm currently looking for a certain half elf.
I think someone just asked us if they... What? Who? Someone said something about a call. Very confused.
No. What? Oh.
Oh.
Says you guys are looking for a certain half elf. Was anybody doing any type of checks or search for that, or was it just waiting?
All right, Rose, you're the leader of the party at the moment. Go.
I guess I'm doing some checks to see if I can find Cole, because I'm looking specifically for Cole. And if he's in the bathhouse, because I'm not completely dressed and bathing.
You are currently toweled. All right, you're looking around the general area. You see some, private side chambers. You see some bits and pieces like that. There's you've got the hot water sauna bits in the main public area. It's just generalization. People come, bring their towels, sit in the water, slip into the water. Everyone is naked because naked.
Bathhouse.
Exactly. You couldn't go into the bathhouse wearing clothes. You can give me a perception check, though, Rose, and anyone that wants to help her can too, though they might not know who she's looking for.
Alrighty.
Yep, everyone's naked.
Game over.
All right. Quar did not notice anyone. Roswin saw a few interesting looking people. Saw some ladies that were cuddling up closer to people than you would think would be publicly acceptable that you definitely could see as being people that you pay them a little bit extra for something in a different room.
Hmm. Like we got some
Masseuses. They are
additional service.
masseuses. Yes, they're masseuses.
Masseuses with some additional service. Rosman's
You
going to
do
note that in the back of his head.
you do also notice a dark-haired half-elf male who's just, wandered off into a side chamber by himself, and you seem to have seem to recognize him a little bit because I think you've seen Cole also.
Huh.
So you're like you kind of recognize him, and you know that Lyra's looking around for someone. You're not sure who, but because she hasn't said anything, but you have a feeling from your previous experience with her being around him. She gets a little tongue-tied, let's say. So you get the feeling that that's who she's looking for.
With my fact, I'm gonna do an insight to see if her little tongue tie is from her like infatuation with them or nervousness.
Okay, go ahead. Is she infatuated with him, Rose? Yes, she is, and you definitely get a sense of there's a bit of sexual tension, but you wouldn't fully call it an infatuation. She does seem to be very intrigued by him.
Interested in him, but not like, oh my god, I'm gonna date him. It's like a case of he intrigues her. She's trying to date him, but she's not used to dating.
Dating isn't a drow thing. Dating amongst the drow is more along the lines of walking up to the guy and saying, "You, my room now," and then the next day doing that to someone else.
Oswin is going to take a nice little mental note of that. Kind of smirks to himself and just kind of walks off. He's definitely used as a bargaining token.
Doesn't mean tell me where he is.
Oh no, not yet. Not yet.
All right, Lyra, you haven't seen him, but there are other areas of this. You could go looking around.
She's gonna look around, basically anywhere she can, because she's curious.
Well, right now you're in the normal the water part of the spa. It's just a pool, right? Essentially a hot tub. There are side chambers with sauna rooms. There are also side chambers for massages and or chiropractor like product stuff. You could go get your back popped into place. You could go to physiotherapy.
Oh, is it physio? Back popping. It's amazing. Oh my god.
All right. So what does Lyra want to do?
I'm gonna try the steam rooms first.
All right. I should probably have my dice at hand.
Yeah, you probably should.
I had them. I have all my dice in front of me. Well, not all of them. I think there's a tub of them somewhere else. But this particular thing of dice I need in front of me. What I need is to have
you roll hopefully with hope.
What I'm going to roll is, you can pick odd or even.
Even.
All right, so as you walk into one of the sauna rooms, by the way, when you got up, I'm assuming you wrapped yourself in your towel.
Yes.
As one does. You get up, you start moving towards one of the saunas, and you walk into one sauna, and Roswin, as she walks into the one doorway of the sauna, you see Cole walk out of the next sauna.
She does not have any luck today.
And he walks over to back over to the main to the main hot tub area. Gets his towel off, gets down into the water, and just starts to relax.
Rosman is going to those. In fact, Rosman saw where Lyra went, correct?
Yep.
Rosman is going to kind of just go towards the door entrance, lean up against the door. He's pretty much draped in his towel as well as he goes. Look like you're having a rough time in there.
Lyra, you're the only one in that particular sauna room right now. So you know that Roswin's talking to you.
He's like, I'm trying to find Agent Cole, and I can't seem to find him. Though he usually tends to be in the city every once in a while. I was hoping I could talk with him.
That sounds like a major skill issue.
You're not helping with this. Have you
Was I
seen
supposed
him?
to? He just asked like immediately, like, was I supposed to be helping?
Party member! So yes!
That doesn't exactly mean I have to help.
She kind of like glares at him with a, I'm not going to ask, but I would like help kind of look.
Oh, would you? As he now just kind of like turns himself into the sunroom, kind of like closes the door and goes like, then please. As he just kind of gives like a almost a very condescending bow with his both his hands spreads out as he leans down. Please ask.
Where is he?
That's not really much of a asking, is it?
You know this is about as nice as I get. Where is Agent Cole? Where have you seen him? I would like to know this information, Ross.
Lyra, can you give me a perception check?
Yeah, sure. Let's try again. Not much better.
So as Roswin leans up against the wall, his arms is crossed. He goes, "That's not a way to ask what you said, teammate? All
Now
I'm
don't
asking
say
just for
please and thank you. This is me saying please and thank you.
I'm not even asking for a thank you. Just please help. That's all. Just those two
That
words.
was me saying please help.
No. I'm asking
That
for
was me
those
saying
two
please
words.
help. So, where is
No,
he?
he's saying, say, please help. Please, can you help?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Please,
wants
could you help
two
me?
words. And he's smiling at Lyra. Goes like, I just want those two words. Nothing
No.
more. Well, in that
Either help or
case,
get out of my way. I don't
all right.
say please. Drow don't say please. Most.
You hear
Drow.
someone clearing their throat from the next room, Lyra. Well, if you're looking for me, it would have been much nicer for you to say please.
Not in my skill set, Cole. I she'll walk out and do that slight shove of Roswind. The playful, playful big brother, little sister shove out of the way.
He just kind of looks towards the agent and goes, and I didn't think I was asking for anything unreasonable there. Oh well.
He smiles at Roswin, going, I agree, you weren't asking for anything unreasonable. And so, Lyra, how can I help you today?
Well, first of all, have you been safe? She's really, you can tell she's really bad at this. Like, she's awkward as fuck, but she's trying.
Awkward but trying. She's very trying, I agree. So you're sitting there, you're doing your stuff, you're doing the things, you're trying to be that person that has the communication skills. Cole is kind of, you can tell by the smirk on his face that he's amused.
He's amused. He's asking how he's been, and more or less, what has he been up to lately? This is her
Typical
attempting
small
to
talk.
ask him out for a date, sort of.
Well, go ahead and ask him out for something. What kind of words do you want to use? Do you want to do you want to role play this out or role play this out?
Well, she's...
Would you like to try to persuade him, or would you like to try to talk to him?
I would love to hear her try.
I would prefer her to actually try to talk it out, but
I would too.
I hate you, Dash. So, You've been safe, Cole? You've been keeping busy, I take it?
Well, you said that already, but yes, he's like, things have been kind of interesting. There's some matters I had to attend to in the middle ring, or middle ear, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, what
Uh,
sort of things?
just business as usual, looking into weirdness.
Weirdness? So descriptive. So
Well,
descriptive.
you know how it is with my work. There's some things I can't talk about.
A lot of things.
Most things.
You've been staying safe?
Well, I'm
At
One
this point,
Piece
she's
mode.
going to slip into the water without her
I'm,
towel.
I'm in One Piece, aren't I? Saying
That-
that, you do notice what looks like a fresh scar going across his left chest, like the left pec. I guess there's a fairly fresh wound, but it's healing.
Her eyes go from like looking at his face like normal people to the one goes, "You're in one piece, but looks like you got a new wound."
Well,
And she looks back at his eyes.
battle scars can be very useful, and they can help intimidate people.
And she gives him a look like, really? Without saying it, just like, mm-hmm. Eyebrow raise.
All right, Quar, you're sitting over in your little pool of water. Basically, the one that you're sitting in is more or less only fit big enough for you. Like, one other person might be able to sit in it. In fact, there's a halfling kind of dangling their feet on the other end. They've been chatting with you for a little bit, talking about local cuisine and stuff like that. They're really interested in trying something called the quillfish.
He goes,
You know a little bit about quillfish. Think of them at like real world pufferfish.
oh, yeah,
Very
yeah, I've heard of
poisonous.
those. You gotta be careful, they're poisonous.
Oh, I know. But it's such a thrill, not testing your one's limits every day is boring, I say. I like to live on the edge. Just last week, I fought an ancient red dragon all by myself. Well, fought is a bit of a let's call it a fib. More so, I screamed, shat myself, and ran. But it was exciting.
So you came up against a red dragon and ran off?
Well, I wasn't expecting an adult or an ancient one. I was looking for a younger one. Client was looking for an egg.
I'm gonna inside this guy because I'm like, halflings are normally fearless, so the whole dream shot himself and ran off is kind of
Suspicious?
yes.
You,
I
you
believe.
think you think he's telling the full, honest truth. Somewhere in the back of your
Thank you
head,
for the
there's a small
gift.
voice. There's a small voice that says,
Sparkle.
"Say what?"
Because I
You're
play
like,
halflings.
You're like, hey, wait, halflings have fearless. They get advantage on fear checks. That doesn't mean they can't fail, but
Exactly. But even then, they got their luck feat.
exactly.
So did this guy fail his check?
It seems that way. If he's telling
Ancient
you the
red
truth.
dragon, enough said.
Well, an ancient red dragon would be fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
He was trying to steal
Yeah.
an egg from a younger dragon and ran into an ancient one, from what he was saying. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, he's like,
I run
I
too.
know of a place that has that quillfish, but I kind of need a second to go with me in case in case it's a little more potent than I thought. Hey, know anyone that would want to try one?
He goes, I mean, if you want someone to like give it a go before you give it a go,
Yeah, he's asking for a spotter, someone to make sure he doesn't
Thank you,
die
Sparkle.
and or enjoy the experience with him, because he likes to do stuff with friends or acquaintances.
yeah, I can I could give it a go.
You want to head there now, he says.
Sure.
He's like, great. He stands up and starts walking towards the door. He has completely forgotten his towel.
He goes, hey, little
His
man.
tiny little butt cheeks are just flexing as he runs.
He goes, hey, little man,
Thomas,
and tosses the towel at him.
He turns, and it turns out he's not so little of a man, but he catches the towel, and he's like, and wraps it around himself. Keeps going.
Lyra looks
Or,
at
on the other hand, just
Quar
gets
as
out
he's
completely normal.
heading-
Because
Yeah, Quar's like, I didn't need a towel anyways.
As Quar's heading out,
thermal
Lyra's gonna
anatomy.
look at him and go, just don't die on us while you're gone. Have fun. Come back soon.
Yeah. He goes, I'll be fine.
Oh yeah, you'll
That's
most
the
likely
doubt.
be fine. What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, I'm just
Possibly
pressing
go wrong
exit
eating
out for you
poison
right
stuff,
quick.
right?
Expert out, expert out.
All right, so Quar, you and your halfling companion. By the way, he gives you his name. I'm not sure what a good halfling name would be. Actually, let's just go with Oscar. He introduces himself as Oscar.
He goes, a pleasure, I'm Quar.
I've never really met many turtles in my experience. Do you have any interesting family stories? Like he's interested in your species, not necessarily your direct family.
Quar goes, well, we lay eggs. We don't really have normal genitalia. We have cloaca. And if I want to, I can breathe out my ass when I'm submerged.
You
I
guys
could
just
see
kind of
that being very useful at times as you guys walk out the door.
I would definitely say Roswin is gonna kind of like diverge from the group as like I know too much now.
I must go
this-
find a cleric to cast Mind Cleanse.
Lyra's like, yeah, I didn't need to know that, Quar. TMI. As
I
he's
can just
walking
imagine the whole like spa areas now.
There's a bunch of people that
mortified.
just pucker their ass cheeks. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, so Quar goes off to try a possibly deadly meal.
He's off to go try fugu, essentially.
I want to try that once in my life. Preferably without dying, but once in my life. All right, so Quar is off scene for the moment. Roswin, did you want to do anything? Sneak off, try to go to possibly figure out where that letter's asking you to meet?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's more looking at that in the night will be a better idea for him. And then he can figure out about the time later.
By the way, while the letter says alone, that's often not a good idea.
All the more reason to do it then, right?
It's your call whether you go alone or take your friends. But all right, so Lyra, you can roll me